Welcome back to my channel. Today I will explain about Khaos, the guardian of the abyss, shadow of God, or parent of the parentless, is the primordial deity who embodies the void without form and void that existed before the creation of the multiverse. The primeval void became the primordial entity that rules the void and the abyss, becoming the creator of the primordials. They are the god/goddess of nothingness, oblivion, the void, and the abyss. They were self-created with the purpose of being the bridge between the heavens and the earth and between the celestials and humanity, thus partly reduce the amount of paperwork the angels required to do. They are the primal god venerated by the ancient Greco-Romans and the possible destroyer of the megaverse. As such, they are one of the most ancient beings and have existed before time itself. They are considered to be one of the strongest existences, whose powers surpass almost all other beings. They are one of the original members of the three great titans of creation. In the myths, Khaos is the primordial source of all things, being also the state in which the entire universe was in its primeval state. Khaos is the world in its unfinished state. Khaos precedes order, cosmos, being the primordial void from which everything came, and to which everything will inevitably return, only to start again in a new cycle. Khaos is also the ancestor of all gods worshipped of paganism and polytheism, that is, the worship and claiming of gods other than Yesh. Khaos is paganism, heresy and pagan idolatry personified, the source of all witchcraft and heresy. Khaos is one of the first pre-existential entities to come into being even older than God himself and his wife Barbelo. Not much is known about the origins of Khaos, but it is believed that at the beginning, when the universe was in its primal state plunged inside a primordial soup of antimatter, was when Khaos appeared. At the beginning, the world was in its most primitive and chaotic state, with temperatures comparable to absolute heat, which was then cooled by the chaotic waters of zero absolute, that is, chaos, which thus allowed the emergence of the darkness, the last to precede God. Chaos, and the darkness, the three main manifestations of Overvoid, and the eternal archrivals of God. When the Lord wanted to start creation, the guardian of the abyss, living up to his title, did not want to allow the resplendent Yesh to create the universe, going to war with the Almighty. In the war, Khaos created the primordials, better known as protogenoi, primitive anthropomorphic personifications of concepts and ideas that did not yet exist and were in their most basic and simple state, such as Dagam, Earth, Dais, Sky, Tartarus, Underworld, Nyx, Night, Erebus, Darkness, Amor, Love, and Chronos, Time. After the war ended, Khaos entered a state of deep hibernation, having remained unconscious for billions of years, even before the first day of creation. When the Lord then created the light, the stars and everything in the cosmos, the primal void was filled by billions of bubbles, filling Khaos' body, which consequently caused Khaos to become the gap between dimensions such as heaven and hell, also being the dark void behind the stars. The multiverse could be said to exist within the primordial void body that is Khaos. In religions, primordial chaos is normally the building block that the being of order uses to create the universe, with the body of primitive chaos being the foundation of the cosmos. In fact, God, the ruler of order, uses primitive chaos to give rise to creation, bringing the non-thing into existence, and order from disorder. However, this does not exactly place Khaos as a co-creator. It can be said that Khaos is like a blank canvas that God, the author, uses to design and write his creation. However, although Khaos is mainly interpreted as the mythological figure Khaos referred to by the Greeks, This chaos should not be understood as specifically the Greek chaos, as this is one of the many interpretations that humanity has had of this silent and chaotic pre-existential being. Chaos is more than the primordial waters of Babylon, and more than a devourer of worlds or a yawning void. Chaos is the gap that exists where there is no order, being almost omnipresent in all places where law, justice, and order does not prevail. Chaos is discord, and their weakness is harmony. Among the Abrahamic pantheon, chaos is known by another name, Tehom. The true shadow of Yesh. Appearance chaos does not have an actual true form. They commonly appear in the form of a vast darkness made of dark matter and dark, infinite energy that expands infinitely, showing that chaos can make even infinity itself finite for them. Although they have no true form, they usually take the form of an androgynous, naked, hairless entity made of purple darkness mixed with vantablack, a color so dark that it absorbs 99,965% of light. Chaos' true form can best be described as a transcendent void that exists outside the confines of the universe, with the entire megaverse existing within their noiseless, chaotic body, something that wasn't so frightening to ancient peoples who believed the world to be the remains of a chaotic entity that was defeated by a ruler of order. From chaos' point of view, all the infinite worlds created by Yesh like planets, stars, universes, realms and multiverses are just bacteria to them, with the multiverses being the same as soap bubbles that exist inside their body. When manifested through avatars, chaos describes it as entering within themselves, with Zeus comparing it to chaos manifestation within the universe as an author inserting themselves into fiction. However, chaos has taken human forms when it desires to visit Earth, a skyland, an underworld, an alternate realm, or just anywhere there are people as they doesn't want them to get erased from existence. Due to their age and extreme power, chaos is extremely separate and impartial from the rest of creation. Chaos is incredibly apathetic and emotionless. They view creation events such as the war in heaven, the Titanomachy, the apocalypse, and Ragnarok as insignificant. Chaos seems to view life forms in creation as unimportant, even comparing Zeus to bacteria, showing that chaos views life in creation as humans view the bacteria in their bodies. As a pre-existential primordial entity, chaos doesn't care about the situation that happens in the multiverse and megaverse, as the megaverse itself is just a worm from their perspective. Chaos is an indifferent and cold god to their worshippers, not caring one bit about their existence. Chaos spends most of their time sleeping, returning themselves to their primordial state of absolute unconsciousness, where they are just a fickle, wavering force in the universe. Chaos is an impersonal, unknowable, unconscious force rather than a literal deity. Trying to understand chaos is, as stated by Tartarus, like trying to talk to a giant black hole. Chaos doesn't care about the lives of other beings. They seem unfazed and indifferent towards the death of other beings, including their children and descendants. Death itself simply sees it as something that only happens in creation, being as natural as gravity. You don't question it, you just accept that it's there. Chaos and God share a buddy relationship, though this is likely because chaos is also a god of creation, though they are also a god of destruction. Being also a creator god, chaos is obviously on the list of beings that Therion wants to devour. Probably this is the real reason for them to ally themselves with God, since God planned to defeat Therion and that would free God, Barbello, life and chaos from being predated by Therion, their natural predator. Of all the other pre-existentials, they are the most comfortable with God and Ouroboros. He has had a very neutral relationship with God since the creation of the universe. They also act as the guardian of Ouroboros.